if there is anyone who could turn cursing into an art, it's Miss Olivia Colman. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raising the Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And this movie might be under your radar, and you probably should change that, because it's really good. That movie is Wicked Little Letters. Wicked Little Letters is based on a true story, or as the film informs us, Vice and or American Hustle style at the beginning. A lot of what you're about to see, what is this? Like, a lot more of this is true than you might expect. Something to that extent is the opening tagline. And so, Wicked Little Letters is directed by Thea Sharrock, who previously directed Me Before You, which I was not a huge fan of. It was all right. The one and only Ivan, which I actually really liked. And her next, that just came out on Netflix. Okay, so the Beautiful Game, she also did that. The one that came out on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet. With Bill Nighy, yeah. Wow, that's a weird. This movie came out this weekend. They're directed by the same person. Also, Bill Nighy's in the one of the films she directed, who's also in The First Omen. Oh my god, you can make a game out of this. Anyway, this also came out today. Anyway, that being said, so Wicked Little Letters is based on real life events to some extent, with some comic creative license. And it's set in this little town in the 1920s. We meet Edith Swan, played by Olivia Colman. She is sort of this very religious, somewhat passive-aggressive, but to be fair to her, she is under the strict rule of her misogynistic, mean-spirited bully of a father, played by the great Timothy Spall, in total, not even Peter Pettigrew level seething, like seething evil. And she begins a friendship that goes sideways with a neighbor fresh off the boat from Ireland, a young mother named Rose, played by Jessie Buckley, the great Jessie Buckley, who is living there with her boyfriend, along with her young daughter Nancy, played by Alicia Weir, soon to be in the vampire flick Abigail, and also terrific a couple years ago as the title character in Matilda the Musical, which I loved quite a bit. And her performance in particular, I liked a lot. She's also very good here. And, but basically, their friendship sort of falls apart. From their letters, these written out letters filled with very creative and very vulgar profanity, find themselves in the mailbox of Edith. All signs seem to point to Rose as the culprit. And because of the nature of English law at the time, Rose would be put in jail on whoever did this, Rose or not, will be put in jail for reasons of obscenity. Even though, as the movie points out very, very sharply, the men in the village curse and carry on and are vulgar like always, but the women are treated differently. And essentially, this begins to ignite a sort of war of words between these two women that reveals the nature of how their friendship fell apart, and also shows that these women maybe need each other more than they expected, and maybe their friendship mattered more to them than they will let on. Can they overcome society standards? And also, say a lot of fucking cursing, because people fucking curse. God damn it, twat, motherfucker, twat hammer. So, let the very creative British swearing begin. So, swear off begin. So, Wicked Little Letters is just delightful. Like, I'm not even gonna front. I love this movie. I thought this movie was absolutely hilarious and sweet and sharp and nasty and funny, and it's also, and I would be remiss not to mention this, a bit of a whodunit. We have this police officer played by Anja Vossen, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, Gladys, who is trying to make her way as a woman cop in this village in a time when they are not quite respected. And she also is the first to believe that there's maybe a chance that Rose is not the culprit, and decides to prove her innocence with help from various people within the village. What I think makes this movie spectacular, though, is not only Jessie Buckley, who's terrific as this very outspoken, very boisterous character, but also Olivia Colman, who plays this character who is not a bad person necessarily, but is under the thumb of a pretty awful person that she lives with, and in the form of her father, who just is really, really abusive. I mean, just psychologically, emotionally, has clearly made it so that her only real outlet is passive aggression. She doesn't know how else to act. But she actually cares about Rose, and you kind of believe that. And you can also see that Rose, despite their misgivings, liked Edith at one time, and maybe would be willing to like her again once this all blows over as a friend. And that's kind of interesting, and I like their dynamic, especially as certain events transpire. I think it goes without saying that when whoever writes letters, the letters is revealed, it's a not too much of a surprise, and the reason for it kind of makes sense and works. That's all I will say. But overall, I genuinely love this movie. Is it perfect? Not exactly. I do think that the thing is that though there is substance here, there's absolutely substance here. I do think that maybe it is a short story that is sometimes, you can see the seams of it stretching out to 100 minutes a little bit. Also, the results may vary. It is a humor that is built, the humor of the movie is very much built on cursing. And if you don't like frequent cursing, it won't be for you. And there were times where I did feel a little bit like the vulgarities were getting to be a bit of a crutch. Just a little bit, especially as it went along. But then they found a way to kind of make it work again in the sort of cathartic sort of final moments of the film that made it kind of worthwhile doing that. So overall, I genuinely love this. I'm not going to plus it, but I'm going to go all the way, guys. I kind of love this movie. I think it's a diamond in the rough. And yeah, I'm going to give Wicked Little Letters. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to plus it. It's not going to, get that. But I laughed a lot, and I was the only one in the theater. And that kind of bummed me out because it genuinely was funny. And just Olivia Colman, talk about an actress who could just do just about anything and be great. And same goes for Jessie Buckley. Both terrific, talented people who I always look forward to seeing in films and television and whatever. Just acting in the world. And also Alicia Weir, who is a rising star and is very, very terrific. So yeah, this is a great film. Go see Wicked Little Letters. It's pretty great. So anyway, it's wicked, if you will. It's a wicked good time. So Wicked Little Letters is 5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Kinds of Kindness. This is the latest film from Yorgos Lanthimos. Fresh off of Poor Things. Apparently they shot this simultaneously. There's a lot of the cast is the same. Looks good. It's Yorgos. It'll be good. He's always good. So, Back to Black. Talked about it. Looks good. Challengers. Talked about it. Looks good. Villains, Inc. This was nice seeing Colin Mockery in a movie. That was kind of interesting. It looks like fun. It looks like a comedy about supervillains. It looks kind of like a real lo-fi indie comedy. Looks quirky and offbeat. It looked kind of fun. The Wild Robot, talked about it, looks good. A Quiet Place Day 1, talked about it, looks good. Daddy-O, talked about it, looks good. And We Grown Now, talked about it, looks good. And Was There Shawarma? There is a sequence that runs through the first half of the credits. That is what I will say. But there's no scene, but there is a sequence. Anyway, but no, nothing after, though. All right, that is it. We will be back Sunday for Musica, as well as Monday for AMC Screen Unseen, And Tuesdays North of Normal, we have that Bollywood film. Let me see what the title of the film is. Bade Mayen Chote Mayen. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And then the Suga concert film and Civil War, among others. So that's coming up. Oh, and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Because I guess we're remaking that now, too. Anyway, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. I don't blame you, June Squibb. Even Icon's got to eat. It's okay. But anyway, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me else or reviews this and other fun stuff, you can check me out on all my social media. I'm on literally everything at either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Wicked Little Letters? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we're all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.